I. I love it. A little crazy.
Yeah, we've had a crazy morning. A couple of very strange things happened. We'll talk about it a little bit
We
later.
will.
But anyway,
A little real.
here we are.
That's right.
All right. So
All right.
we are going to start with
The daily word.
the Daily Word.
Okay. So today's daily word.
Happy Thursday, everyone. It's actually Wednesday.
It's actually Wednesday.
Just testing you.
Today's daily word is inspired by Ephesians chapter 1, verse 16. Pray for others. I am blessed as I pray for others. When I pray for others, I am blessing them with words of affirmation and loving care. I too am blessed by my positive, uplifting words as I release them from my mind into the mind and heart of God. Using my prayer time to focus on the needs and desires of the people in my life fulfills me as I share prayers of peace, prosperity, freedom, and faith. Praying for others also frees me from worry as I envision the highest and best outcomes unfolding in the lives of those for whom I pray. I hold unshakable faith that their good is now on its way to them. The sincerity of my prayers energizes me and raises my spirits. I feel happy as I envision those I care about abundantly, blessed in so many ways.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
And I do not cease to give thanks for you as I remember you in my prayers. A great thing to do.
What a great thing to do.
Instead of hating somebody, pray for them.
That's right.
Even if you don't hate them, but you don't like them.
Well, you know, when I read that, I was thinking one of the things I love to do is swim. And I don't really do it because, several years ago, I joined a gym because I wanted to swim because swimming's so good for my body and I just love it. So I didn't go. I stopped going because they told me that the pool was salt, and it wasn't. It was chlorine, and so I'd get out of the pool, and my hair was like, starting to feel stringy, straw-like, and wearing goggles. Now that I'm older, wearing goggles, I noticed like stuff under my eyes that I didn't really like to see, so I stopped swimming. But one of the things I loved to do as I swam laps is I would pray for others. I would who was in my heart and who was struggling and needed some extra prayer guidance and all. And I would do my laps and I would just say their name and say, please, bring them joy, bring them prosperity, bring them whatever it was that I felt that they, what they said they needed help in. And I just loved it because I love swimming. So for me, when I'm swimming, my head's in the water, and so you don't really hear anything around you but the water around you. And so for me, swimming is meditation. And so then I get to pray for others in my meditation, my swimming meditation. And I do miss that. But I just didn't like the chlorine on my skin and hair.
I did not know that about you, until today. And here's a little bit of trivia. Angelina was a competitive swimmer.
I was.
From age 8 to 18. Does that sound right?
That's
yeah, 10
correct.
years of competitive swimming is just one more reason to love you, my dear.
Aw.
Okay, Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. Artist Pablo Picasso's first major exhibition opened in Paris on this day in 1901, during what was known as his Blue Period. Too bad he didn't paint a lot of cows, 'cause we could have called it his Moo Period.
Yeah, she's pretty corny.
It's very.
That's way in there. All right.
So I'm just going to remind everyone, because last week I've been out of sorts and just edgy. And so I thought, you know what? I've kind of not got up out of bed and sat down and meditated on a regular routine. And so I started doing that. I think I started that on Sunday, maybe Saturday or Sunday. And it has really helped me not be so anxious, uptight, and irritable. And so I'm just going to suggest, if you have forgotten or gotten too busy to meditate, even if it's just for 10 minutes, I know it's helped me, and I think maybe it'll help you too if you need to do something like that.
And it's mostly been working.
It mostly has. But I know what you're going to talk about, and that was before I sat down to meditate.
Yeah, we had a moment this morning, a very interesting moment, and the song that I would pick for the soundtrack of this moment is a song by Heart called "If Looks Could Kill." I'd be lying on the floor. I'd be begging you, please, please don't hurt me no more. Because Angelina gave me a look today that literally daggers were coming out of her eyes at me. And so Angelina will tell you what she experienced causing her to give me that look, and then I'll tell you what really happened.
Are you going to give the look?
I don't know if I could do it. I don't have that ability to be that cruel.
You did it earlier.
And then I'll tell you what really happened, and just another good example, not to make assumptions.
Okay, so I was going downstairs to meditate, and when I walked downstairs, the front door was wide open, and Mr. Kitty got out. And see, we have this disagreement on letting Mr. Kitty out in the front yard to have freedom, and keeping him just in the backyard. And it is better. We both have. I think you have come to that, because if you let him out, then he just sits at the door crying because he wants to go out, and he does have the backyard. So anyway,
I would do it. I would let him out once a week. He only goes out for an hour or so, and then he comes back on his own. Let him out to run the neighborhood during the day when we're home, 1 hour and a half a week, and she would do it never.
Right.
And so we've compromised.
Because I
Never.
want his safety.
Never.
Now I'm concerned because
We've
he's older.
compromised. Never. In other words, happy spouse, happy house. Okay. So anyway,
It's kinda true sometimes.
he was outside. The door was open, and what'd you do?
And so I was like,
Stormed.
I stormed upstairs, and I just gave him a look. He was on the phone. So
I was talking to my good buddy Doug. Shout out to Doug for saving me, man. If you hadn't been on the phone, it could have been worse.
And I just gave him I just had to give him a look.
It was like this. And so when I got off I said, Doug, I got to save my marriage. Hold a second. And I told her what happened is our lawn guy came today to tell me he was getting ready to go inside the backyard. And I said, do me a favor. Make sure you close the gate behind you so Mr. Kitty doesn't get out. And right when I said, Mr. Kitty, get out, he ran through my legs and got out. He was waiting to do that.
And so, I made an assumption that he did that on purpose. The reason why I left the door open is so that Mr. Kitty was ready to come in, he could come in. Because there's no way for him to get in the house. And so I didn't know that. I made a very bad assumption. I wasn't happy with the situation.
We're not only human, we're very, very human.
We are very human.
All right.
So then I
cool.
sat down to meditate.
Yeah.
Because
All is well.
I needed it today.
And we're lucky
A
because
little more today, I mean.
our challenges typically, I would say, last less than 5 minutes, typically, because we start laughing about them and joking about them like we did today, and everything's good.
Great.
But we've got an exciting day planned, and that is we're
do.
going to go to the Sea Life Aquarium.
Right.
We've done some checking in on it. It's very, very low attendance right now. They have a maximum amount, so when we get there, they may say to come back, but we're hoping they'll say to go in. That's why we picked today, because it's an off day.
Wearing masks.
You are required to wear masks,
Which I think
and
is great.
social distances, checking your temperature. You have to give them a blood and semen sample. I'm kidding, neither one of those. But anyway, we're excited about going to do that. Our little children want to go out and see some pretty things. So anyway, we're
Okay,
gonna.
well, we are going to get ready to go, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. All right. We're getting ready to go to Sea Life Aquarium. Armand, where's your mask? I got my mask on.
Gotta get my mask.
Okay, so we're excited. We've not been to this aquarium before. And we hear it's going to be fun. And I'm with Armand. It's always fun with Armand. So come on, Armand, hurry up. Let's go. All right, so we're going to get ready to go. And here we... Oh, Armand, is that really your mask you're going to wear? Oh, my gosh. I bet you really wear it there, too. Oh, my God. We're going to have to tape it because you are too funny. Oh, my God.